Guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Yesterday, I did a story of a woman that was found dead and naked on the side of I-95 out there in Florida. I think they said it was near Miramar. And this woman has just been identified as of last night. And they say her name is Naomi Centiniti. She's 22 years old. And like I said, she was found naked on the side of the road, supposedly after arguing with a man, where numerous 911 calls came in reporting the fight. Now, how this woman came out of her clothes and was dead on the side of the road, nobody knows, but she was there by herself. They didn't say what the cause of death was so far. But later on that day, they arrested somebody in a car chase, and they're saying it's linked to this woman. But she didn't get there by herself. And, you know, let's go a little bit in this video, and it'll tell us a little bit more of, you know, what we already know. There's monsters among us, and there's a lot of crazy stuff out here. And there's human beings with no regard for human life, no matter what is going on out here or whatever the issue is. Take a look.
We begin with new information about the woman who was found dead on the side of I-95 in northeast Miami-Dade. Take a look at your screens right now. These are pictures of that victim. Thanks so much for being with us here at 6:30. I'm Chelsea Jones. CBS News Miami's Nakaya Carrero is joining us live from northeast Miami-Dade with more about what we know about that woman. Nakaya.
Chelsea, we now know that woman's name is Naomi Centiniti, and she was only 22 years old. Naomi was found dead and naked Saturday morning. Multiple 911 calls were made about a man and woman fighting next to a car on the side of the busy highway near the Ivery Road exit. When Florida Highway Patrol arrived, that's when they discovered her body with a piece of clothing laying next to her. Hours later, she was discovered. Police began chasing a vehicle suspected to be involved in a homicide. The crash ended on Miramar Parkway and Northwest 57th Avenue, Red Road. This man, Laurent Jr. Pion, was arrested in that chase. Miami-Dade Police Department told us at this time they cannot confirm if it's connected to this case. Naomi had one child. Her birthday would have been at the end of this month on the 29th. We are still working to learn what led to the young mother being slain and dumped on the side of the busy highway. In northwest Miami-Dade, Nakaya Carrero, CBS News, Miami.
Police have now identified the woman whose body was found on the side of Interstate 95 near Ivery Road Saturday. Police say that the woman was 22-year-old Naomi Valentina Centiniti. Investigators say they received a number of phone calls, about two people arguing in that area. And when police arrived, they found her body between the highway and the on-ramp, unclothed. Hours later, Miami-Dade police say that they were chasing a black BMW that was wanted in connection to this disturbing discovery. The driver crashed into a number of vehicles near Miramar Parkway and Red Road before he was detained. 29-year-old Laurent Pinon Jr. was booked into jail, Broward County Jail, on several charges related to that crash. However, it's unclear if he's going to be facing any additional charges in Miami-Dade County in connection to that homicide investigation.
Guys, that's the story, man. This woman, rest in peace. Don't know what this was about, but I mean, depending on what news outlet you hear, they say the guy is connected to it, not connected to it. That's why I put that small excerpt at the end, because it says he was directly connected to it, but they don't know if he was the one that did the murder. But either way, man, it's a woman dead. She was a mother, 22 years old, out there fighting on the side of the damn highway, trying to make sense of it. I can't. When I seen this story yesterday, I thought it was like a fender bender, like you know, when people hit each other on the highway and then they stop and things go haywire, they get to fighting. That's what I thought it was, the way it was explained. Now it seems like, in my opinion, and this is just me, from, you know, way I see it, maybe they known each other. You know what I'm saying? Because it said it was one vehicle out there. My thing is, how did he get away? But if they said they had another black BMW, because they said it was cameras on poles next to that. So obviously they linked that car to him. Maybe later on that day, he was driving the car and they chased them down. But either way, man, this is some craziness. You got senseless violence on the side of the freeway. How she came out of her clothes, I still don't know. But I do know this. Somebody left a dead, naked woman on the side of the freeway for anybody to come across. And that's the thing, just the whole mindset out here, whether you're trying to get away or not, you left somebody indecently exposed and dead. If you paid attention in that second video I showed, when the cop car was coming up and pulling in front of the body, and they had the body blurred out for a split second, when the car was coming up, they took the blur off. You could see the silhouette of the body in the sheet. It was covered in blood. That's a hell of a spectacle for somebody coming down the street to see that. Now, granted, people that called was on the freeway going past when they seen it. So I guess, what was, told was limited, just saying they was fighting. Either way, man, I mean, we live in some sick times. I honestly believe that guy knew her. Just something in me tells me that this guy knew this woman. For him to be in the car with her, because evidently they said it was one car there, and them two was fighting outside the car. And then I guess another car came and picked them up, and that's how they keyed on the vehicle that the suspect was in. See, it's a lot with this case they're not saying, and a lot of come out later on, but I mean, looking at the girl, she seemed like an attractive chick. This guy right here that they showing up here, maybe he knew her, ex-boyfriend, who knows? But I mean, somebody's gone that should still be here. Kid lost his mom, so on and so forth. What you gonna do? I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. There's some real pieces of shit out here. Nobody has any type of respect for human life anymore. And you're seeing it play out. It's like every day I do a story that can be written as a movie in itself, whether it's horror or whatever. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. One more thing. I just thought about this. You ever notice how people can run from police, but they can't run from a situation that makes the police chase them? That's one of the strangest things. When the police come, it's your ass. So you'll run and crash into cars and do whatever you got to do to escape. But you won't do that when you're put in a situation that you obviously see coming. A lot of times, you won't remove yourself from that or try to escape from that to avoid being in a position after a crime is committed or some type of altercation. Just weird. I just thought about that. It's like you can do something that'll put you in a position that you don't want to be in, and then you'll do everything you can to get out of said position after a result of your actions. Makes no sense. Thanks for listening.